Good afternoon, everyone. From a very cold, very wet, and very grey, miserable Spain. They say that the rain on the plane, rain in Spain normally lands on the plane. Well, not today, I can tell you. I'll tell you what, I was out early. I went and got myself a coffee, and the heavens opened up. And as I was trying to get back to where I stay, there was an avalanche of water and I got absolutely soaked. So my trainers are on top of the radiator and I am trying my best to get warm again because it is absolutely freezing. Look at this weather, look, hold on, let me just pick it up, hold on. Look at that. How miserable is that? Yeah, horrible. How is everyone? Let's have a little look, get into a few of the comments. God, there's loads already. We've got almost 100 people watching already, which is great. And I had to change my live. I was scheduled it for 2:30 and then I realised, I think it was Tina. Tina messaged me, there you go, hold on. She said to me, Paul's on a live. So immediately I went back and said typical, so I had to reschedule it for now. If you don't mind, before we start, if you don't mind giving us a quick thumbs up, that would really help the channel because it needs all the help it can get at the moment with what I've been doing to it recently. Don't worry, we'll be here for you. That's really nice. Tina, stop following me. Got Danny's notification and thought let Danny know Paul was on. Yeah. Right, let's get it down to, who's the, there's you go. Paul's there himself, actually. I don't know whether he's watching. Afternoon, big man. Afternoon, everyone in the chat. Long time no see. Yes, Paul, long time no see. At least, Paul, look at this, right? I've got my screen like this. You need to learn a bit from the experts, mate. When we went live on Paul's channel, if you haven't seen it yesterday, he had the phone like that, not like that, because he had the settings obviously wrong. So anyway, while we're on the subject with Paul, what did he say there? Family time, Tina. Yeah, he's with his family today, so I've not seen Paul today. I might bump into him later on. I don't know. Awful lot of comments there, guys. Thank you very much. Before we start, yesterday we done the live with Paul, and then I went to try and buy myself a gimbal because let me bring that down a little bit. That's a bit better. A gimbal for the thing, so if I do a live when I'm walking around, everyone's not going to be seasick. Let me get rid of that banner at the bottom, that's really annoying. There you go, that's gone. Anyway, they didn't have one in stock. They had a different one and I wasn't going to get it. So that was that. Then we went back to Paul's for a little while and then we went out for something to eat. So now it's two blokes, right? And we went to a restaurant that we wanted to go to, which was a pizza place, and it was shut. For some reason, I'm actually getting rained on. Anyway, the pizza place was shut, so we found a little restaurant. Paul had some pork chops and I had half a chicken. And anyway, we're two blokes, aren't we? I mean, Paul's tatted up from head to toe and I'm, no shrinking violet myself. So we was on a table for four, just the two of us, and he sat here and I sat here. So we weren't sitting opposite each other. We wouldn't let them put a candle on because there's candles elsewhere. And would you believe it? There's a geezer come round with the old guitar and started serenading us. I'm like, oh, yeah. I'll let me little video from last night explain it. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Let me know that you can hear it. Hopefully you'll be able to.
So Danny, this is going to go in one of our videos, a little insert, right? So we're sitting here.
Right, can I just say, first things first, we're not sitting opposite each other, right? So we're on a table for four, there's only two of us. You're sitting there, I'm sitting here, right? Yeah? So just putting it out there.
Being two geezers, we don't sit opposite
Geezers
each other.
is the word, right? So I've got a pint, we're drinking cocktails. Right. He's got his Diet Coke as he's
This fella over here, right? Come and sat,
right? And he started serenading, saying, exchanging glances. I reached into my pocket, give him some euros. I said, do me a favour, mate, F off, will you? And he's over there now.
Sorry, my mic was muted so you could hear it without hearing the waves. Yeah, can you bloody believe it? He come over, strangers in the night. I'm like, oh no, this ain't happening to me. And I just reached into my pocket. I give him a few euros. I said, mate, do me a favour. I fool you. Anyway, he went over and started doing it to someone else. But anyway, he's probably quite clever, isn't he? He's going to do that so that people don't think it, you know. Dan, did it rain? Didn't it rain? Only down the road. Let's not complain. That's a good one. Yes, I'll tell you what. It weren't LMAO yesterday. I can tell you that. I'm thinking, oh no. Of all the blooming things, do you know what I mean? 2 lovebirds. I'm trying to get through the comments, everyone. I'm a little bit unprepared today, so I was going to cancel it. I was speaking to a mate of mine just now, and I just said to him, you know, I just don't fancy it. Let's just cancel it. I went, no, I've advertised it now, so I'm going to go on. I won't be long today, guys. I'm just going to do a short one, but let's have a little look at some of the comments. Hi, Danny. Great to see you. It looks bloody freezing. Spain goes from one extreme to the other. It's very true. I'll tell you what. You have lost a lot of weight. Paul and his iPhone and his phone on portrait. Yeah, I have lost a lot of weight. For anyone that didn't see the live that I've done a couple of days ago, I'm actually 2 stone down, although I do think I'll start putting it back on again, to be fair. And I've really neglected my YouTube channel, and I really appreciated everyone that stayed subscribed and, you know, supported me, sent all these messages like I've said to you before. But I'm trying to get myself back to where I was, and hopefully, you know, we're getting back there. And I just really want to come on today to just thank everyone for their support. You know, they've been constantly sending messages, checking in. Been a lot of people subscribed. There've been a lot of people, you know, bigging up the channel. So it stayed, you know, my goal was always 10,000 subs, and it's gone up over that, and it stayed over that. So that's, you know, really important. I'm trying to build it slowly. I mean, I'm not really too bothered. It's not really what it was. I'd take that over Birmingham any day, Danny. I'll tell you what, it's freezing today. As you can tell, look at it. I'm not going to get me suntan today, am I? Not as miserable as London. Yeah. I'm just randomly picking a few out. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm sorry, guys. I'm not ignoring your comments, but I'm just going to... Danny, your family here love you. I appreciate that, my friend. And like I say, just going to try and chuck a few of them up. Just, you know, I won't read them all out. All right, Danny. Always support you, mate. Cheers, Peter. Good to see you, mate. Dig your profile picture, my son. Have some spotted dick, bulk up again. I'll tell you what. Oh, I wonder if no, I can't. Paul will shoot me for this, right? But I don't care. He stitches me up all the time on his channel, right? So we went and had a bit of breakfast yesterday morning, and the woman come up and said, "Are you going to have your spotted dick?" And he went, "Might do." And I said, "Paul, just give me 1 second." I said, "No, you don't need to, mate." Look at that. Look at that. Anyway, I showed him that picture and he didn't. He was relaxing. I did catch him off guard. If you can't support a mate in crisis, then you're not a mate. Yeah, that's really good, Gianni. Thank you very much for your messages, mate. I will go into them another time, my friend. You're welcome, mate. How's your father keeping? Yeah, he's okay, Marty, thank you. I spoke to him yesterday. I haven't spoke to him today, but he's doing okay. He's not too bad at all. He's spending Christmas with my daughter and my son, so that's nice that you know, I know that that's all sorted out, because obviously I can't get back to the UK for obvious reasons. Each day at a time, mate. Yes, yes, yes. Good to see you live, Danny. Cheers from Canada. Thank you very much. DA. I think that was, you might have sent that without realising. Danny, eat some pie mash. Do you know what? If I could get decent pie mash out of here, I really, really would. That's something that's sadly missing from, I mean, we have places that do a pie mash theme night and stuff, but it's not the same as the sort of pie mash that I'm talking about. Sorry, Paul. Sorry, mate. I'm going to teach you to stitch me up, my son. Oh, dear. New shirt for Paul needed, yeah. XXXXL. We're all still here, Danny. Cheers, Paul. Appreciate that, my friend. Only joking, Paul. No, you're not. Not as good as picture as Paul in a bash hat on scooter. Yeah, do you remember that? Thanks, mate. Thank you all very much. You know Paul, he loves his... I'm going to get that one off. Spotted, yeah. Thanks, mate. Nice to see you back. Thank you very much. Good to see you. Thank you for joining me. Good afternoon, Danny. Just tuned in. Bright sunshine here in the city of Bath. Rather cold. I'll tell you what, I'd swap it. This is horrible here today. Absolutely awful. And I am soaked. Because of course, like, I was going up a hill, right? The water's rushing down it because it really was like flooded. And all the cars are driving by, so they're splashing it. Oh, mate, absolutely horrendous. I'm just defrosting now. Paul getting a Father Xmas bod. Yeah, that might be what he'll do. With his grey hair, he can grow. I'll tell you what, I can't keep digging him out. Good to have you back. Smiler has been, Smiler been a huge miss. Thanks, mate. Looking great. Cheers, Claire. Don't particularly feel it, but thank you for that. Danny, who are you going for on Saturday, Jake or AJ? Oh my gosh. Do you know what? As of yesterday, I thought that had been cancelled. I genuinely thought that had been cancelled. Well, clearly you cannot go for Jake Paul. I mean, if it lasts more than 30 seconds, it's going to be a fake. Surely that can't be anything. Saying that, probably going to watch it. It's Friday night, isn't it? I think it's on Netflix by memory. I've got a Netflix account, so hopefully I'll be able to watch that, as long as the internet holds out. Danny, I think the 2 stone you have lost has gone to Paul's. Oh, I'm going to teach him for stitching me up yesterday. Lucky you weren't blinded from the buttons on his shirt. Right, don't keep digging him out now, because he won't talk to me again. He'll be doing his lives with Richard without me, with Sarah. He won't be doing any lives with me anymore. I'll get Mrs. TD to send some pie. Oh, do you know what? I'm really missing my pie and mash. Always. I've got to try and... Danny, I'm still waiting for the surgery off. My daughter's grandfather has told me he will pay for my surgery private. Oh, that's good stuff, mate. Hopefully that'll get sorted soon. Cold in Devon, but at least it's not raining. It is horrible here today. Absolutely awful. Boxing is a joke these days. Well, it certainly is going to be on Friday night, I'm afraid. In my humble opinion, allegedly, I have to say all that. I nearly bought a donkey costume for Christmas Day. Well, just to let you people know, Paul is going live on Christmas Eve, and it's going to go through the night. I don't know really what he's going to do through the night. I think he'll be on there till about 1 or 2 in the morning, but I think he's just going to leave it live, and then we'll catch up on Christmas Day. And I think it's a great idea, you know. People should watch it and tune in and give it a bit of, you know, support. I'll be going on there at some stage. George, my old mate. Well, I was supposed to be seeing George tomorrow night for a beer, but unfortunately, George, you've blown me out, mate. Blown me out. Not very kind. UK Front Media. Not fish and chips weather by the sea today by the looks of it. I am going to have fish and chips by the sea very soon with a nice bottle of wine. That will be lovely. Really not seen that. Yes, Netflix. Look, do you know what? I don't even know if I'm going to watch it out of sheer protest of how ridiculous it all is. I mean, what's AJ going to get out of it? If he knocks him out in 30 seconds, everyone's going to go, well, of course you're going to. And if Jake Paul goes a distance with him, that's going to belittle his abilities. And if, for some unforeseen circumstance, Jake Paul beat him and knocked him out, what does that say? Lucky punch. I mean... Hello, I say hello because of the time difference. Only AM here. Hi, Janet. How are you, mate? I used to go to Ladbroke Grove for pie and mash from Kent. I like Robin's Pie and Mash. They've got a few different stores scattered around East London and Essex, and their pie and mash is fantastic. It really is. Treble pie, single mash with liquor. Wow. Looking forward to the Christmas with you guys. Yeah, I will be hopping on Carl for sure, a couple of times probably. I'm glad to say you look more chipper. Chirpier or chipper? Look at everything I'm wearing though, it's all baggy, isn't it? In it, bruv. Oh, a donkey, that's great. Can't wait for Paul's live. Blah, blah, blah. Certain points of view. Yeah, listen, it's ain't got to be on all day, but it's nice for people to pop on and say hello. Danny, that's what my costumes are for, doing the all-night modding. Yeah, cheers, Claire. You've got to get on that, mate. Manzi's at Waterloo. That was a good pie mash. I think it's okay, to be fair. How is Sophie doing? Hope Carter is okay. Good as gold. Carter's doing his usual thing. He started Kung Fu now. He's going, what's today? Tomorrow night. So yeah, he's Kung Fu Panda. Danny, hope Sophie and Carter are well and excited for Christmas. I'll tell you what, Carter's certainly excited for Christmas, that's for sure. 53 million payday. Is that for both of them? Are they splitting that? I'm guessing Jake Paul is getting 20 and AJ 33 million. I mean, it's just, look, whatever. Do you know what I mean? I get it. Do it for your money, but have a bit of pride with it, you know? Treble pies. Got to have your treble pies. Although I wouldn't be able to eat a treble pie now. I'd probably struggle with a single at the moment. Sorry to upset you, but 25 degrees and sunny in Corello today. Yes. Thank you for upsetting me, mate. I'll message you later. It's always fish and chips by the sea for me any time of the year. Do you know what? I fancy fish and chips now we're talking about it. I'm not going to do it today, clearly. But very, very soon. Go away, Gianni. Yeah, you tell him, Phil. I aspire to baggy clothes. Chubbs the pensioner here. Well, I'll tell you what, mate. I don't recommend the diet that I've had to anyone. Hello, mate. Good to see you looking well. Hi, Andy. What will be your wine of choice later? Well, I'm not going to drink. I don't really drink that much during. I had a pint last night, but that was it. And then I had one can of beer when I got in. Had a bit of a stressful night, and I had a can of beer. So I'm not really drinking, but when I do have a glass of red, I only have red. I don't drink white wine. I can drink rosé, but rosé's more not my cup of tea. It's more red wine for me. I can't remember the name of it. It begins with a B. I bought a load of bottles of it off of a company that was going bankrupt some time ago, and I've got loads of bottles of it. I think I've got probably 70, 80 bottles of it still. It's an organic vegan wine, and it is absolutely beautiful. You could drink a whole bottle if you could. And although you'd be drunk, you wouldn't suffer with a headache or hangover. I'll have to try and find out what one that is and show you it. Dan, have you dropped to cruiserweight now? I'm probably sort of featherweight the way I feel at the moment. No, I'm normally 101, 102 kilos, and when I last weighed myself, although I probably put a little bit back on, I was at 87. So, yeah, 2.5 stone nearly, isn't it? I'm probably more 90 now, so I'm probably 10 or 11 kilos down now. I feel better in myself, to be fair, but I'm not eating particularly healthy at the moment. That's brilliant news. I bet Carter will be spoilt rotten. Richard is joining Paul on Christmas Day. Yes, and I'll try and jump on when Richard's on as well. Danny, my girlfriend had Netflix account. She put on Harry and Meghan documentary. She turned it off after 5 minutes. Yeah, I've heard about that. I've never watched it. I'm not really my cup of tea, all that. The royal family, in my personal humble opinion, is not quite the same as it used to be. Hi Danny, good to see you. Do you fancy the new Rolex Tiger iron dial? No, I don't, mate. They had problems selling, for some reason, the full gold root beer Rolex did. They weren't really particularly selling very well, and then they started dropping below list, although they were one of the hottest watches a few years ago. So what they've done now, they've probably pulled all their root beers out, changed it to a bit of a tiger face on the root beer, and now apparently they're hot property. It's the same bloody watch, mate. I'll tell you what though, talking about Rolexes quickly, I do believe that in January there is going to be a humongous price hike on full gold and gold and steel watches, anything with gold in it. Because of the way gold has gone up in the last year, there is going to be humongous price rises. Treble, double for me. Yeah, I'm not really a big mash fan, but with Robbins, they give you a good slab for a single mash anyway. So treble and single for me. I'm definitely getting rained on. I don't know whether it's raining or whether there's just a bit of water dripping on the head from the roof. In the new year, you will continue with your new business venture. Will you continue with your new business venture? Yes, I am. At some stage, Tina. I don't know where. I haven't really got a date for it, and I never have had. It's not anything to do with anything. I've just not really. It will be done in the new year for sure. Let's be honest, AJ could stop that Jake with the first jab. If look, that's how you got to look at it, innit? You know, you got to look at it that way. Vegan wine. Wine is made of animals. No, well, I suppose that's why they can put vegan on it, isn't it? Definitely a Southern lightweight. Mate, not sure who you are, but I'll drink you under the table. Press the like button, please. Yes, guys, if you don't mind. Got over 200 people watching, which is lovely, because obviously probably a lot of you was watching on Paul's channel just now. Over 200 people watching, and yeah. Give me an upvote if you can't already. I can't see the upvotes because I'm not on YouTube as such. I'm on a media platform that streams to YouTube. My respect for the royals died with the Queen. Jenny, you and me both, my friend. Dan, just asking, what was the watch on the wrist yesterday on Paul's video? Couldn't make it out. I've still got it on, mate. I'll show you it. This is called a Frank Müller Vanguard Krypton. It is, yeah, see it a little bit easier on this one. You can't really see it that well, but it's basically a carbon fibre, and the whole of the case is full of illuminate of night, so it sort of really glows, like really glows. And they call it Krypton because I believe it looks like a bit of kryptonite. I think that's what it was all about. We need to open one of the bottles over Christmas. Yeah, George, I might be up for that, mate, because considering you blew me out tomorrow night. You suppose it was your round as well, because you said that Max was going to win and I said McLaren were going to win. It's your round, George. That's why you blow me out, isn't it? When are you starting your watch business, mate? I haven't got a date for it yet, Marty. It will be sometime next year. I can't say, to be honest. Danny, I'm glad you and your family are well. Thanks, Craig, very much. Appreciate that. I was on a Rolex International last week. Sounded like 1,000 price rise on solid gold, which I thought was pretty fair. I'll tell you what, Tim, if that's the case, I'll be surprised, mate. £1,000 price increase when the cost of the raw material was almost doubled. Don't know, mate. Don't know. Maybe. They refine their own gold, but the actual cost of the gold in its purity has gone up. I mean, you look at, I don't know, look at a heavy hitting type watch, like a solid, I mean, look at the solid gold deep sea thing. I mean, that must weigh 4 ton. Can you imagine how much gold is in that? I can't see it being £1,000, mate. 2-pie, 2-mash, no liquor. 2-pie, 2-mash, no liquor. Got to have liquor. What would you have with it if you don't have liquor? Can't have just 2 pies and 2 mash. How dry would that be? Pressed it like 2 hours ago. Have I missed something? Julio Cesar Chavez, proper fighter. Yes, he was in his time. Manny Pacquiao. I never liked Floyd Mayweather's style and fighting. I always found him boring to watch. Used to like watching Ricky Hatton, God rest his soul. Obviously, Ricky died a few months ago now, and yeah, I've linked. I've sort of looked in and looked into Ricky's situation. He must have been really, really bad, really bad. It upsets me to talk about Ricky Hatton now. Yes, red wine has gelatin in it, as do lots of sweets. Look for vegan or vegetarian and vegan. There you go. There's your reason that it was advertised as vegan wine. 117 upvotes, mate. Come on, there's 217 people. That means 100 of you have not, 218 people, 100 of you have not upvoted for me. Just give me the little thumbs up. It don't cost nothing. Helps the channel, allegedly. Where are we? I've pressed the like button and subscribed. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate that. Yeah, just check that everyone's subscribed as well, because when I've not been on YouTube a bit, maybe it unsubscribes a few people. I don't know. I have to ask Danny, what has been the problem with your health? I hope you're on the mend. I can't really go into it yet, mate. I'm going to be honest with you. I've had a few different things going on. Health-wise, I'm okay. So it's not, you know, I've not got some sort of illness or anything. So it's just been a mental health issue. But hopefully I'm on top of it somewhat. I'm not going to say I'm on top of it, but you know, I think maybe I can talk this. You know, if you go around maybe every day as 90, 92, 94%, I probably went down at one stage to 1 or 2%. And at the moment, I'm probably on 30, 35%. So just to give you a bit of an idea where things are. And it's quite difficult for me to admit that, because it's not you know, people, it's a bit of a taboo subject in it. But yeah, I'm on the mend, mate. I'm on the mend. Thank you for that. Max is still a... There you go. That one's for George. Max Verstappen. Look, right, you can't deny his driving ability. I've put a thing on Facebook about 8 years, 9 years ago, and I say this Max Verstappen is going to be something else. And he is. One of the best drivers on the grid, if not the best driver on the grid. Whether you like him or not as a person, I think he throws his toys and dummy out the pram a bit much, or out his car too much. Shouldn't say pram. So he's not for me, but can't deny his ability for driving. Why don't you and Paul open a shop selling high-end watches? Have you and Soph split up? No, we haven't split up. And I don't know. I don't really want to be tied to selling a watch. You know, I don't want to be tied to being in an office environment for 6 or 8 hours a day. I don't want to do that. Then you're tied to it, and you can't have holidays, you can't have any time off. So, yeah. Tina, excellent. Danny, all Harry and Meghan documentary, all of them are moaning on camera. I've not seen it, mate. I've not seen it. I've heard, but I've not seen it. It's just not my type of thing. I'm going to be honest. I'm not really into the reality stuff. I couldn't watch Love Island if you paid me. It's probably my... If someone watches Love Island, I think they need to look at themselves, mate. I really do. Love Island, I'm a celebrity. Oh, it just crushes my mind. It crushes my brain. But yeah. Heading back to England soon, Dan? Unfortunately not, my friend. There's some legal letters going backwards and forwards at the moment to try and clear all that. But as it stands right now, I have no plans to go back. I'd like to be able to, and there's reasons I need to get back there. There's actually 2 or 3 reasons I need to get back there, but I can't. We have snow. I will take the rain. I tell you what, it wouldn't surprise me if it did snow here, to be fair. Dan, what's the latest news on your McLaren, mate? I spoke to the company that are doing all of the import and moving over yesterday. They were supposed to get back to me yesterday, but I haven't heard back. Time is running out, so if it's not in the next week or so, I've got to make the decision. Well, I'm not going to make the decision will be made for me. If they don't accept what we've put to them, the car won't be registered here. I will take the car, or get the car taken back to the UK. The car will then be sold, and they will have to give me the tax back that I've already paid. And I've already agreed to pay a load more tax, more than double what I've already paid. So what I've paid again and more. But then they wanted to come along. I'm going to be honest with you, right? I'll tell you the figures, right? I paid 10 grand when I brought that over. I've agreed to pay another 12, and they want on top of that 22 grand, 52.5 grand. So 74.5. Anyway, I'm not doing it, so there's no point in me going on about it. It's just not happening. When are you and Big Paul having this punch up? You have to ask Paul that, mate. I'm ready. I'm fighting fit now because I'm at like I'm at my welterweight. Do you know what I mean? Look at me knuckles, all broken and everything. My hands are all broken, or have been. Not now, they're not. I have an idea what next year will fly down for fish and chips, pie and mash. Paul with a few other YouTubers. Yeah, that'd be good actually. Well, we've got a few people coming out in April. A few of the watch people coming out in April, and I'm due to meet up with them all. And maybe we'll all go for fish and chips and stream it. Sorry, yeah, ouch indeed. Red arrows flying above us at the minute. Oh, that's nice. Cool. Oh, gravy. So, hang on. You'd have pie and mash and gravy. Oh, no, I'm guessing where you're from. You're going to be up the top end of the country, right? You probably have mushy peas with fish and chips and probably a fried Mars bar. Hi, Danny. It's good to see you. And being, I'm sorry if you're not from up north, but I have vast. Yeah, listen, you wouldn't probably never try pie mash. Hi, Danny. It's good to see you and being in high spirits. Keep going. Cheers, Ian. Don't believe everything you see. I'm not particularly in high spirits, but this is going to possibly be helpful for me long term to do this a little bit more regular. Usyk is king. He is indeed, although I don't believe he's got much longer left in his career. I think he'll hang his gloves up and not fight anymore. We'll see. Danny, would you like to see AJ versus Fury? Not anymore. I'd prefer to see AJ versus Fury than AJ versus Jake Paul. Yeah. It ain't a fight anymore, is it? Love watching the old fights with Nigel. That makes you realise how awesome they were. Do you know what? Nigel was a proper warrior. You always got value for money with Nigel, with Chris Eubank, with Nassim Hamid, with Bruno, with Lewis. You always got value for money with all of those guys, you know. Steve Collins, good friend of mine, Sam Story, used to fight a lot. Was a good little fighter. I still see Sam a lot. I meet up with Sam quite regularly. He lives in Spain and I do see him regular. I may be well behind with the chat here, guys. Apologies. Poor Ricky. Yeah, he must have been at a very, very, very... Yeah, I've got to move on. I can't talk about that. Danny, do you follow any Irish boxers? Who do you prefer? I don't mean the Gypsy King. Well, funny enough, I've only just seen that comment and I was just saying about Sam Story from years ago. Tremendous fighter. And I spend a lot of time with Sam. I work with him a little bit, well, not work, but he does a bit of charity stuff with boxing and I help him out, manage a ring for him for a week, a year. And yeah, I see Sam a lot. Really, really good fighter. Steve Collins was a great fighter as well. Steve Collins was a tremendous fighter. Obviously, Barry McGuigan, you know. Yeah. Men need to learn to talk on their problems. It helps. Tina, I agree, mate. I agree. Danny, you've always got the thumbs up from me. Cheers, mate. Appreciate that. 213 still watching. If you don't mind, give us the thumb up. Always people will listen and help. Let's hope so, mate. Let's hope so. And for people that haven't got those people to talk to, they need to reach out and talk to someone. Feel your pain, Danny. I spent a couple of months in a psych ward this year. Henry, I'm really sorry to hear that, mate. That must have been a horrific experience. But I can feel where you was, my friend. I can feel where you was. I'm down to about 10% now. Animal lover, you need to keep making sure you tune into these, mate. And I don't know what to do. I have several times. Listen, get on the phone, Google the Samaritans, and just sit there and talk to them. They're trained to talk to people, right? It's a free phone number, I believe, and just talk to them. Just start from the beginning, why you feel down. Just talk to them. That's all you can do. If you haven't got anyone that you can talk to, that is. And I know you said you live alone and don't have family and friends. So please, please, please watch our channels, because obviously you'll always get heard on these channels and you'll always get a lot of support from people. But you need to reach out and speak to someone. And like I say, even if you don't feel confident enough, just pick the phone up and make that call. Hey Danny, hope you're well. I'm very good, thank you, my friend. Well, as good as can be. God has your corner, Danny. Yes, still wearing this. Ooh, don't want to knock the mic. Sorry guys if that's making a load of noise. Still wearing my crucifix that was given to me at one of the demonstrations. I think it was the July one, July last year. As I said in the channel before, I'd like that person that gave me a box with this and a bracelet in it, Paul a box with this and a bracelet in, and Tommy a box. I'd like them to get in touch if ever they see this channel. If anyone knows who they are, I'd like to say thank you, because it has it's helped me out massively. Bless you, Danny. I've been there and it's not nice. Don, it really isn't, mate. Like I say, it's only the way I can explain it. Most people walk around probably 92%. And then when something, and I was walking around that sort of figure, and then, you know, something happens. It don't have to be anything in particular, to be fair, you know, with anyone. But something happens and all of a sudden you go crashing down and there's no way of you getting back up. And yeah, you just got to try your best. Like I say, I've come back with the help of a few people who will be acknowledged as and when the time's right. Showing my age here, mate, but I'm not sure if you know of him, but I used to like light heavyweight. Bobby Foster, yeah, I know Bobby Foster. Another light heavyweight from many years ago was John Conti. I know John not very well, but I know him quite well. When I was born, I was probably less than one, and my dad went to a boxing night and he bought me a pair of John Conti signed boxing gloves and come and put them at the bottom of my cot. And people ask why and how I got into boxing. There you go, I weren't even one, and I had boxing gloves in my cot. At 51, my MH has never been so bad. Do you know what, Henry, right? A lot of this is to do with the mainstream media news, I believe. If you don't watch the mainstream media news, it helps your health, your mental health. It can really bring you down. And I tell you what, you need to watch comedy and things like that, because laughter releases your endorphins in your body and hopefully tries to bring you back. But I also understand that when you're in a low place, you can't watch comedy. But you really should not watch the news, because there's never anything good on the news, is there? Let's be honest. Shouldn't watch this channel as well. It's a bit depressing again, isn't it? I'm trying to stay away from it, but here you go. You'll be fine, Danny. Steps yet? Yeah, I'm going to move along from it because I'm trying to... there's one for Animal Lover. We're here for you. We're all your family. There you go. It's free to subscribe, Janet. Thank you very much. If you haven't subbed, please sub if you're watching this afterwards. I'm already nearly on 40 minutes. I actually didn't think I was going to get to 10 minutes today. But it's mad, isn't it, when it all starts to flow. I think modern life is so stressful, and Christmas can be an emotional time. I'm going to be honest with you guys, I'm not looking forward to Christmas this year. But that being said, my dad and my kids are together, which is nice and peaceful to me. And I will be with Carter, and Sophie's actually got the restaurant open. So I guess, I don't know what that day holds, because obviously she's working and I'm with Carter. So, but I'm actually, because of how my brain's been and how things have been mentally for me and in my health, I've just got to see how it goes. Hi, mate. I'm all right. Danny, that's good to hear you are improving, but just do what you can. Yeah, listen, I'm okay. I'm okay. Let's do it. That's it, Danny. Sign Paul up for I'm a Celebrity. Yeah, do you know what? That'd be a good idea, wouldn't it? Can you imagine him on there doing a Bush Tucker trial? Is that what they call it? Do you think UK will improve in 4 years or will get worse? Largely depends on... Do you know, I've got to go with hope. I've got to go with hope. I hope so. Largely depends on how the next few years goes, right? Meldrick Taylor, great fighter. Danny, my daughter calls Megan Mehan because of all the... oh, sorry, methane. Sorry, I didn't read that properly. Come on, girls, make sure you talk to your other half. It's okay to ask if they're okay. Well done, Jane. That's really nice for you to say that. Well done. I'm missing that one. Good to see you back, Danny. Got a dash. Nice to see you, Vanessa. Thanks for joining us, mate. Great live yesterday with Paul. Yeah, it went on a bit of a while, didn't it? A couple of hours. Why so much tax, I mean, on your car? Look, you know what? It's where it is. You know, when you have not been feeling particularly great, the car can go. I couldn't care less. It doesn't matter to me now. If it gets sorted, it gets sorted. If it doesn't, it doesn't. That's where I am with it now. We're not going to see you and Paul and I'm a Celebrity get me out of here. No, hopefully not. I don't like eating bugs. Greetings from Bilbao. Greetings back to you. Maitland, yeah, I thought so. I thought so. I'm from London, pie mash and liquor. Absolutely. Absolutely. He already did, Danny. See, this is where I'm well behind with the chat, guys. Tate versus... Oh, don't. Danny, you ain't lived until you've had a Wigan kebab. Sheila, I'll have to take your... I've actually had a kebab in Wigan. I've been up to Wigan a few times. Good friends of mine used to live up there. I've lost touch with them. This was years ago. It's really sad to think Paul thinks that he should return. If he should return to you, he'd be nicked for no reason. Lots going on, guys, isn't there? Agree, Danny. Try to do a live now and again. Your followers here to support you and love you. Appreciate that, mate. Appreciate that. Hi, Danny. Lovely to see you. Yes, did watch yesterday's YouTube with you two. Love your family. Love your family. Merry Christmas to you all. Yeah, we're getting quite close to Christmas now, isn't it? You know, in it. We're getting quite close to Christmas now. What are we? Less than 10 days away now, aren't we? Do you like jelly deals? No. Absolutely not. Wigan kebab, LOL, 5 pies on a stick. Joe Calzaghe was one of the best. Yeah, do you know what? Absolutely, Taffy. I completely agree with you, my friend. Joe was, I've met Joe on various occasions, and me and Enzo, his dad, used to speak quite a bit on the phone years ago. Joe is a tremendous guy and a real decent human being as well. And what a fantastic fighter. Especially towards the end of his career, because obviously he fought the best towards the end. Danny, if you was to ever have a tattoo, how about Senna? Not a bad shout, you know. Not a bad shout. Danny, you are helping others too. Thank you, mate. Well, that's nice to know. There you go. There's a thanks, Tina, for your kind message. And thanks, Phil. Very kind. God helped me through bad times, especially when I lost my oldest boy in 2011. Jenny, that must have been absolutely horrific for you, and I'm sure it's not subdued in any way yet. I did call the Samaritans. I've tried everything. I have only recently started commenting on the lives. Well, please keep doing that. If that helps you, make sure you tune in. Make sure you're subbed to all the channels. Anything that gives you an uplifting, you know, something to talk about, something you can talk about with people. You have everyone on Richard, Danny and Paul's channel here for you. There you go. Tina, thank you very much for saying that. That's appreciated. Yeah, guys, it really is. I have a crucifix my nan gave me years ago. I might start wearing it. Do that. That could help you feel a bit better. Boxing has never been my cup of tea because I was beaten up by a school bully whilst he was wearing boxing gloves. He left me for dead. Sorry, mate, that's horrible to hear that. One thing I really, really detest is bullying. I used to every year put a thing up at the start of term, say speak to your kids, make sure that if there's a kid standing on his own or on her own, that you go and ask them over to your in crowd, because although it might not mean anything to you, it could absolutely change not just their day, their entire life to be accepted. School bullying and, you know, and people laughing at people behind their back is just not acceptable. I hate bullying. And I was going to work on a charity with someone, but then everything, like when I left the UK, things just start going, and it was against bullying. I hate it. Danny, I decided to order a crucifix after your live the other day. Delivery driver is currently 3 stops away with it. Well done, Phil. Well done, mate. If you can drop a picture of it in the chat, because we've got the chat section of this, haven't we? Guys, final time I'm going to ask for it. If you don't mind, give us a big thumbs up. I appreciate it. I'm alone animal lover, I'm with you. There you go. You got a lot of support there. You got a lot of support there. Yeah, it does, Henry. It comes from nowhere, mate. It does indeed. Guys, I'm going to scroll down to the bottom because I'm going to bring this one to an end. Only because I'm blooming freezing, and we've already done 46 minutes. So I really appreciate everyone again joining me. A bit short notice to live. I hope everyone. Hold on. Good afternoon, Danny. It's my birthday. Salute watching you. Well, happy birthday, Christine. I really appreciate you jumping on. Hope you have a really, really good day. And you've got a few comments with people saying happy birthday to you as well. But I'm going to bring it to an end, guys. If you haven't already, give us the thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do. And if you haven't hit the notification bell, make sure that you do. And I will catch you all very soon. Now, let me try and bring the old thanks for watching banner up. Yeah, there it is. And I will catch up with you all very soon, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a good week.